I Leave It To You is 4 wide, and then Caltex and Colby Glendronach in between horses as they run to the turn. 29.8 the third quarter. It's narrowly in front. Foxwood, Cooraminda's 3 wide. Moonflight's in the centre, a metre away. I Leave It To You drop back, and then Colby no run Caltexan. Foxwood led on the turn. Cooraminda's a metre away. Moonflight boxing on in the centre. It's Cooraminda and Foxwood coming back. Moonflight. Cooraminda's taken the lead on the outside. Colby running on the boulder. Cooraminda in front. Moonflight nearly fell. Cooraminda the leader. They are walking. Cooraminda hanging on and won it. Cooraminda from Colby Warveet. And over on the inside was Foxwood. They're all in a photo for the miners. Glendronach, Moonflight dipped and nearly fell 30 metres out. Followed by Caltex and French Eyes. Flash Dance of Voidy and I Leave It To You was pulled up last.
Well, Cooraminda, the winner here, number 8 for Chris Alford, getting the money. Sensation right on the line, or just prior to the line. Now you can have a look here. The horse to keep an eye on is Gavin Lang here on Moonflight. The horse has come back. You can see him there in, well, virtually second spot on the outside there of the leader. And tiring too, I guess it's fair to say, Rob, isn't it? Well, he comes again here, Neil, and he just seems to almost overreach. And you watch him go down now. It's not so much the horse I was worried about. Watch where Gavin actually goes. Oh, he goes underneath. He has gone right down underneath. And I'm looking there thinking, where the devil are you? And here he pops back up. He's still in the sock. He's still in the cart. It was a sensational recovery. I can't believe it. Let's have a look at this. I'm sorry, I missed what actually won the race. Cooraminda's won the race. 837 across the line. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. This is sensational, if I can use that terminology. In fact, it's quite freakish, Gavin Lang. I don't know how the hell you stayed there. Well, there's Cooraminda in the red nose roll, who eventually wins the race. There he goes down. Well, it's a miracle. Yes, you didn't fall, did he? All but fell. Now look where Gavin is. He's underneath. I'm still trying to find him. There he is. Oh, he's hanging off the side. He's hanging off the side of the soggy. I still reckon he's underneath that dust sheet, actually. That's incredible. And he just pops up from nowhere. We still can't even get an idea of how he's... Or where he's gone. Goes on to win the race and charging out wide. I'm probably one of his greatest fans, I really mean that, and I just, for the life of me, cannot work out how the hell he stayed in the cart. The boys have done some really good work here. Let's have a look at it again. Gavin, if you're sitting back there in the driver's room, have a look at it yourself, mate, because I'm buggered if I know where you went. Here it is. He's gone down under the... Well, there's his legs under the dust sheet, and his head's disappeared. Well, there... how he's got back up. He's obviously hung on with his legs or something, hung on to the sulky shaft or something. We'll have to see if we can bring Gavin in here. So there he's starting to cook. Well, the stewards might have a head on to it. I don't know. But now have a look at him starting to pop back up. When it went across the line, I could see this, what I thought was his colours still in the cart. And, of course, for the life, you wouldn't think there was a driver there until about another 4 or 5 frames, boys. You can just see him start to pop back up again. There he is, on screen. Bobby Kane's having a chat with him, but we might get Bob. Well, I actually stood up from my chair here after the cross line trying to find him on the track to see if he was all right. But here's the head on. I apologise for using that word, but I don't think it's too bad under these circumstances. But this is just incredible horsemanship. Now, this horse here, he just rolls right over, nearly comes down. Now, there he is. There's Gavin underneath. You can see his legs, well, pointing towards the crowd. He's obviously hanging on with his arms. You can see the boot still there, to the left. There's something sticking up there. Is that... oh, no, that's his whip back on the track. OK, that he's lost. There's the leg still under the dust sheet. Somehow he manages to pop himself back up in the chair again. Says, oh, it wasn't too difficult, was it? We can all do that. I can actually see it. Now, here's where he's actually skidded along the ground with the elbow. That's what's left of the colours, yeah. With the elbow in the driver's room. The boys are at the moment, by the look of things, or just out in the steward's room. He's a very lucky boy. He hasn't hurt himself quite severely, because if he'd fallen out at that stage of the race, there were 3 or 4 horses directly behind him. Robbie, you're down there at the moment. I don't know whether you can hear us or not. I mean, we're just all in awe of what this bloke's just been through here. And I don't know whether you can hear us. Can you hear us, mate, or not? Yeah, I sure can, Rob. We're just in awe of what's happening here. We've had a look at it about 3 times at 4 different angles, and it just proves what a masterful rangeman he is. Well, it was one of the most amazing things that we've ever seen. It must have felt a pretty scary ride out there, Gavin. Yeah, well, self-preservation's an amazing thing, isn't it? What actually occurred? I'm not really sure. I just sort of urged the horse forward, and I felt that he would have kicked back and, made a
made a race of it with Kurumida at the finish, but all of a sudden the horse dipped and sort of nearly nosedived, and the horse must have hit me from either inside or behind, and which in turn propelled me into the dust chute, and luckily the dust chute was on the cart, because that's sort of what kept me in the cart at the finish.
Well, yeah, you were hanging on to the dust sheet, and you must have been sort of worried about the horse even kicking you at one stage.
Yeah, true, and I was so close to the number 1 horse, and I looked up and I could see him right there, and I thought, well, I can't very well fall out, because, I mean, he'll just run straight over me, and I had my arm over the wheel, and, of course, as you can see by the colours, the rubber has just burned straight through the colours, and made a nice mess of them.
And you're all right? Hasn't
yeah, no,
affected you?
The doctors had a look at me, and he asked me if I got knocked unconscious or anything. I tell him I did have my eyes closed, but I was conscious all the time.
All right, Gavin. Well, look, we're glad to have you here, and well done, and a great job getting back into sulky anyway. Well done.
Get on your up, thanks.
Gavin Lang there. Nice to see him in one piece.